everyone, Avneet here from Planet Spark. Let's decode the concept of simple interest today. Let's take an example first. Arav asked Ria to lend her rupees 1000. Ria said, okay, I can give you rupees 1000 from my piggy bank. But after 1 year, you have to give me 100 rupees extra. So what is this 100 rupees extra? So today's video, we are going to understand the concept of principal, rate, time and apply simple interest based problems. But first, let's understand what is the principal amount. The money borrowed, lent or invested is called principal amount. Arav asked for rupees 1000. So 1000 rupees over here is the principal amount, which we denote by capital P. Interest. The additional money paid by the borrower to the money lender is called interest. Now, Arav had to pay 100 rupees extra to Ria. So, this 100 rupees is interest amount, which is denoted by I. Amount is the total money paid by the borrower to the money lender is called the amount. That is principal plus interest. The original amount plus the interest amount. That means rupees 1000 plus 100, that is 1100 rupees. Furthermore, in this case, we were just given the value, what was interest. But if we have to calculate interest, we would be knowing rate of interest, the rate at which the interest is charged, the time. The time is the time for which the money is borrowed, and the simple interest. Simple interest would be calculated on the principal amount in keeping in mind the rate and the time. Let's understand this concept further. Money deposited or put in a bank is called the principal amount. The period for which the money is being deposited is called time. The extra money paid by the bank on the principal amount is called rate of interest, and the extra money paid by the bank is called interest. Further, the formula says that principal is rupees 1000. Remember, Arav took a loan of rupees 1000 from Ria. He took a loan for 1 year, so time is 1 year. Rate is 10% per annum. Rate is per 10% per annum, and our interest amount calculated upon to rupees 100. In today's video, we'll learn how to calculate this interest amount when the rate is given to us. Also remember, the amount is principal plus interest. The principal amount, the original money we had given on loan, plus the extra amount earned, that is interest. So amount is P plus I, which is 1000 plus 100, that is rupees 1100. Coming to the formula for simple interest, the formula to calculate simple interest is principal into rate into time upon 100. This is a very important formula and is the only formula that we are going to use in the entire question of solving the simple interest questions. So interest is calculated as P into R into T upon 100. P stands for principal, R stands for rate, T stands for time. If rupees 3500 is given at 7% per annum, what will be the amount received, what will be the interest for 2 years, and also we have to find out amount. So principal amount over here is rupees 3500. The original amount invested or given on loan is taken as principal. Rate of interest is given to us as 7% per annum. So rate is equal to 7% per annum. What will be the received after 2 years? So time over here is 2 years. We first have to calculate simple interest, and then we would be calculating amount. The formula for simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. Principal into rate into time upon 100. We'll simply put the values in the formula and get the answer. So interest would be equal to, in place of principal, I'll write down 3500. In place of rate, I will write down 7. In place of time, I'll write down 2 divided by 100. On simplifying, we'll get interest is equal to 35 into 14. And 35 into 14 gives us rupees 490. So the interest amount is 490. Now I don't only have to pay 490 back. Along with the interest amount, I have to return the original amount also. So the formula for amount is principal plus interest. Principal is the original amount that we have been taking as a loan plus the interest amount that we are going to give. So principal is 3500 plus interest is 490. So the total amount to be returned would be rupees 3990 rupees. Coming to the next question. The next question says, on a certain sum, the interest paid after 3 years, time is 3 years, interest paid is 4500 and the rate of interest is 5% per annum. But find the sum. What was the original amount? We are not given the original amount, so let's learn how to find out original amount. Original amount is the principal. Principal is rupees well, we don't know, so we have taken it as P. Rate is 5% per annum and time would be 3 years. So time we are taking as 3 years. We need to calculate principal, and to calculate principal, just remember a simple rule. My formula for simple interest says Pi is equal to P into R into T upon 100. So there are 4 things involved over here: interest, principal, rate and time. Out of these 4 things, whenever we are given 3 and we have to find out 4th one, we'll always use this formula. So interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Let's put the values in the formula. Interest is 4500. Principal, in place of interest, I will write on 4500. Principal, I don't know. Since I don't know principal, so let it be P only. Rate, in place of rate, I am going to write down 5. In place of time, I am going to write down 3 divided by 100. So now we have to simplify this. 100 is divided on RHS. If I take it to LHS, it would be multiplied. Similarly, 5 into 3 is multiplied on RHS. If I take it to it's multiplied. If I take it to other side, it would be divided. On simplifying, we are going to get principal amount is equal to rupees 30,000. So 30,000 was my original amount which I have invested. Whenever out of the 4 terms P, R, T and I, interest, principal, rate and time, we are given any 3, we have to find out the 4th one. We always use the formula for simple interest. Next question says, find the time in which the simple interest on rupees 12,900 at 8.1/3% per annum will be rupees 3,225. So principal amount is rupees 12,900. Rate of interest is 8.1/3% per annum. 8.1/3, I am going to convert it. I'll get 25/3% per annum. We are not given time. We have to find out. Further, we are given the interest amount. Interest amount is rupees 3,225. So again, as I told you, out of the 4 quantities, principal, rate, time and interest, if I'm given 3, I have to find out 4th one. I will always use the formula for interest, that is I is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Now substituting the values, I is 3,225. Principal is 12,900, rate is 25/3 and time I have to find out. So it is divided by 100. On further simplifying this, what are we going to get is, we can cancel 0 with 0 and 3 will come in the denominator. Further, when I have to simplify this, this will become 3,225 is equal to 129 into 25 into T over 3. Now 3 would be taken on the other side. If I take 3 on the other side, it would be multiplied and 129 and 25 would be divided. Further simplifying them, we are going to get the time is equal to 25 and 3,225 can get cancelled. Again 129 and 129 will get cancelled. I'll get that time is equal to 3 years. So after 3 years, my amount will be. Coming to the next question, at what rate percent per annum will the interest of rupees 56,500 be rupees 16,950 in 2 years 6 months? Now in this case, we are given principal amount 56,500. We are further given that the time is 2 years 6 months. So we are also given that the interest amount is 1,650 rupees, but we are not given the rate of interest. We have to find out rate of interest. So principal 56,500, time 2 years 6 months. 2 years 6 months, I am going to convert that into years. So 2 years 6 by 12 years, which is 2.5 years, and 2.5 years is in mixed fraction. Converting into improper fraction, we get 5/2 years. Further, we are given that the interest amount is rupees 16,950. I have to find out rate of interest in this case. So let the rate of interest be R. We'll take the rate as R only. Using the formula for interest now the formula for interest is I is equal to P into R into T upon 100. In the same formula, we are going to substitute all the other values and we'll calculate the rate of interest. So in place of I, we will write on 16950. In place of P, we will write on 56,500. R we have to find out. In place of time, we will write on 5/2 divided by 100. Again, 0 and 0 will get cancelled. On transposing them, we'll get the rate is equal to 16950 into 2 divided by 565 into 5. And on further calculations and simplifications, we are going to get that my answer is going to be equal to 12% per annum. So rate is going to be 12% per annum. Just remember the concept that interest, principal, rate and time are the four quantities. Out of four, any three are given. We have to use the formula as I is equal to P into R into T upon 100 and find out the fourth one. So we learned the concept of interest and we also calculated interest if we were given principal, rate and time. This was our needs from Planet Spark. Keep learning, keep growing. Don't forget to subscribe to book your free demo. Check the link in the bio or simply type pspark.in in your browser today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.